Photosynthesis is the cellular process in green plants that is responsible for fixing the light energy from the solar system in order to synthesize the simple carbohydrate by utilizing the atmospheric carbon dioxide and water. And this process takes place in the chloroplast. This is Dr. Gayatri. Welcome you all to BioSchool. In today's session, we will discuss how the C3, C4 and CAM photosynthesis they differ from each other. So to know more details about it, please do watch the video till the end. So today we will discuss about how the C3, C4 and CAM pathway they differ from each other. Before watching this video, please do watch the videos on the C3, C4 and CAM pathway. You will get the link in my description box. So let's get started. First we will see the definition. Why it is called as the C3 pathway. The C3 pathway it gets its name from the first molecule produced in the cycle, that is the phosphoglyceric acid, which is a 3-carbon compound. Similarly, the C4 pathway it gets its name from the product of the reaction is a 4-carbon compound which is known as the oxaloacetate. In the CAM pathway or the CAM plants, they are adapted to the dry environmental condition and they use the crassulacean acid metabolism pathway in order to minimize the rate of photorespiration, and this name comes from the family of the plant, that is the Crassulaceae, in which the scientist first discovered the CAM pathway. Okay. Then the second point is the cells involved. The C3 cycle it takes place in the mesophyll cells of the plant, whereas the C4 pathway it takes place both in the mesophyll cells as well as in the bundle sheath cells, and the CAM pathway it takes place only in the mesophyll cells. So the C3 pathway it is found in or occurs in all the plants, whereas C4 pathway it is found in the tropical plants where the tropical climate, that is the dry and the humid condition is seen, whereas in the CAM pathway it is occurs in the plants that are adapted to the dry environment, example in the cactus plants and the pineapples where the CAM pathway is seen. Let's see some of the examples. Examples of the C3 plants are the sunflower, spinach, and the C4 plant are the sugarcane. Example of the CAM plants, as I told you before, that are the cactus, orchid and the pineapples. Then the next one is the types of plant using this cycle. The C3 pathway it is found in all the plants, like it is observed in the mesophytic, hydrophytic and the xerophytic plants. C4 pathway it is found in the mesophytic plants, whereas the CAM pathway it is seen in the xerophytic plants. Those are adapted in the dry or the desert condition. Photorespiration. Photorespiration is found to be high in the C3 plants, whereas it is not detectable in the C4 plants, and in the CAM plants it is detectable in the afternoon. Special feature to reduce the rate of photorespiration. C3 plants they don't have any special adaptation to reduce the rate of photorespiration, okay, but the C4 plants they minimize by performing carbon dioxide fixation and the Kelvin cycle in the separate cells, that is in the mesophyll cells and the bundle sheath cells. Also the C4 plants they have the crunch anatomy that helps in the reducing the rate of photorespiration. And CAM plants they also minimize the rate of the photorespiration by performing the carbon dioxide fixation and the Kelvin cycles in separate times. That is, they perform or they fix the carbon dioxide during the night time, whereas the Kelvin cycle it is operated during the daytime. By performing the carbon dioxide and the Kelvin cycle during the separate times, they reduce the rate of photorespiration. And the carboxylating enzyme for the C3 plants or the C3 pathway is ribulose bisphosphate, whereas in the C4 plants in the mesophyll cells they have the carboxylating enzyme, that is the phosphoenol pyruvate carboxylase, but in the bundle sheath cell they have the ribulose bisphosphate carboxylase. In the CAM pathway in the dark time, okay, in the dark time they have phosphoenol pyruvate carboxylase, which is helping the carbon dioxide fixation, but in the light time for the Kelvin cycle they have the carboxylating enzyme, that is the ribulose bisphosphate carboxylase. And the initial carbon dioxide acceptor for the C3 plant is ribulose 1,5-bisphosphate. And for the C4 and the CAM pathway, the initial carbon dioxide receptor is phosphoenol pyruvate. And the first stable product of the C3 pathway is 3-phosphoglycerate, which is a 3-carbon compound. That's why this plant is named as the C3 plant, or it is and the photosynthesis is known as the C3 photosynthesis. And the first stable product of C4 pathway is a 4-carbon compound, that is oxaloacetate. That's why it is called as the C4 plant or the C4 photosynthesis. And the first stable product of CAM pathway at night time is oxaloacetate, but during the daytime it produces the 3-phosphoglycerate. In the C3 plant, it is also known as the C3 pathway, it is also known as the Kelvin cycle. So here only the Kelvin cycle is operated. In C4 pathway, you will find Kelvin cycle, it is operated along with the C4 pathway. And in the CAM, both the C3 and the C4 pathway, that is both the Kelvin cycle and the C4 pathway takes place. So the Kelvin cycle or the C3 cycle, it is common in C4 CAM pathway, also in the C3 pathway. Now I'll see the energetics, that is the ratio of carbon dioxide, ATP and NADPH2 for the C3 pathway is 1:3:2. That is, for the fixation of 1 molecule of carbon dioxide, it requires the 3 molecules of ATP and 2 molecules of NADPH2. For C4 cycle or for the C4 pathway, for fixation of 1 molecule of carbon dioxide, it requires the 5 molecules of ATP and 2 molecules of NADPH2. And the CAM pathway, it is energetically more expensive than the C3 and the C4 pathway. So for the fixation of 1 molecule of carbon dioxide, it requires the 6.5 molecules of ATP and 2 NADPH2. So please do watch the videos on the C3, C4 and the CAM pathway to know in details about the requirement of ATP molecules and NADPH2 for the fixation of carbon dioxide. So the number of ATP and NADPH required for the production of glucose molecule, and glucose, it is a 6-carbon compound. So if for the fixation of 1 molecule of carbon compound, it required the C3 pathway, it required the 3 molecule of ATP and 2 NADPH2. By multiplying the 6, it will be the 18 ATPs and the 12 NADPH are required for fixation of 1 molecule of glucose in the C3 pathway. Similarly, for the C4 pathway, for the fixation of 1 glucose molecule, it requires the 30 ATPs and 12 NADPH. And similarly, in the CAM pathway, it requires the 39 ATPs and 12 NADPH for fixation of 1 molecule of glucose. Then the leaf anatomy. The leaf anatomy for C3 plant is the typical anatomy, and C4 plant, it shows the Cranch anatomy. Okay, Cranch anatomy, where there is the presence of both the mesophyll cells and the Von Willebrand cells. And the CAM plants, they are the geromorphic. And now we see the previous year CSIR net question. Following are the certain statement regarding C3, C4 and the CAM plants. Okay, the ratio of water loss to carbon dioxide uptake is higher in CAM plants than it is to either C3 and C4 plants. No, it's wrong. The rate of photosynthesis attain maximum rate at lower intercellular carbon dioxide partial pressure in C4 plant than C3 plants. Yes, this is correct answer. The compensation point in C3 plant is lower than C4 plant. No, the compensation point or the carbon dioxide compensation point for the C3 plant is greater than C4 plant, because the C3 plants, they have the photorespiration process. So this one is not correct. Plants with C4 metabolism need less Rubisco than C3 plant to achieve a given rate of photosynthesis. Yes, this is correct. Which of the following combination of above statement is correct? That is Q and S. That is the option D is the correct answer. Thank you so much for watching this video. And now you must have a clear idea about the C3, C4 and the CAM pathway. So guys, please like this video and don't forget to share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.